This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
By hook or crook, by accident or ignorance, the big banks keep scoring victories. But now, finally, you can chalk one up for the little guy. She was a genuine underdog, but tonight, the Charlotte woman is victorious in her unfair foreclosure fight. Hello, it's good to have you with us. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
And I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome, everyone. Tiffany Jackson, proof positive that foreclosures can and will be reversed. Now, we introduced you to her last month, and people like Tiffany are the very reason we do stories like this. Because despite how big the banks are, and despite how much power they have, from time to time they mess up, and real people get hurt. WBTV's Melissa Hankins on your side, live in our newsroom. Melissa, this is an issue of red tape and paperwork and perhaps some buffoonery, and a judge just agreed with Tiffany Jackson that this is not fair.
That's right, Paul. You know, this is a case where the lender messed up, and Jackson had been trying to tell them that for months, but no one there would listen. No one would help her. And then the robo-signing scandal made major news, and finally Jackson got the boost she needed. It seems like the flowers couldn't possibly bloom brighter right now at Tiffany Jackson's house. But a few weeks ago, the atmosphere here was much darker.
I was actually packing. I was getting ready for the worst.
Jackson's mortgage lender was foreclosing on her home, despite at least one really important detail. They hadn't notified her.
I didn't get any information, any eviction notice. I didn't get anything.
When Jackson finally learned what her lender had planned, she tried to get her mortgage modified.
I was still in a repeated cycle of constantly sending in paperwork after paperwork, and in the midst of it all, my house not only foreclosed, but it sold back to the bank.
And all because she missed 2 payments. Jackson did everything she could think of to get help, but it wasn't working. And then news broke that bank executives were signing off on tens of thousands of foreclosures without even reading the paperwork involved. And that meant a breakthrough for Jackson. Congressman Larry Kissel took up her cause.
I think they were a little surprised that Congressman Larry Kissel contacted them.
And long story short, Jackson's not moving anywhere.
This is my home.
So for all those homeowners out there holding their breath, she has a message.
Keep at it. Do not let the banks overrule you. Everyone has a right. Know what your rights are. Know the process of foreclosure.
After all, Jackson never gave up, and now?
I am feeling wonderful, Melissa. I feel like Superwoman.
Now, the majority of foreclosures out there involve homeowners who are much farther behind on their payments than Jackson. But the question that will be asked in courts all across the country very soon, aren't borrowers entitled to due legal process? Paul, back to you.
All she needs is a cape, doesn't she? Melissa, thank you. In some states like North Carolina, banks are even required by law to extend a good faith effort to help homeowners stay in their homes.
No bond.